All right, let's see if I can keep this short and simple. All right, let's talk about night vision and thermal and how I use it to navigate. They both have their pros and cons. I'm not going to be able to exactly go over all of that, but I will show you guys how I use it. It's challenging with thermal when you have a windshield on your vehicle. We all know every truck in this world has a windshield, and it's a lot of side-by-sides have windshields as well. When you're using thermals, we have the Oasis UTMX here from Ultimate Night Vision, and if you're scanning with thermal with the windshield, you're screwed because thermal doesn't cut through glass. It doesn't cut through anything that's pretty much reflective. It's just going to bounce off of it. So you're forced to hang out the windshield or hang out the door and scan for pigs. And that turns into a problem because guess what? All I'm scanning is this area right over here. I have to put the window down, lean over and look out the window, or get out of the vehicle and scan over over the hood and scan. There's been a lot of times where I've been out and I've done that and I've spooked animals off to the right because I was too busy just scanning this area over here. If you don't have a windshield, like this half windshield here on the side-by-side, it's not a problem. But still, I mean, I can come up on a tree branch that's hanging down from a tree. There could be a hole in the ground. I'm really not paying attention to that stuff, and I really didn't see it because all I'm trying to do is concentrate on heat that's out there on the pastures. I'll show you how I run my night vision. So we got the DTNVGs here from Ultimate Night Vision. These are green film, okay? Now I have these on my head. I'll flip them down. It doesn't matter if I have glass, plastic, half windshield, it doesn't matter. I can see. So I can drive around and I can see that tree branch that's hanging down. I can avoid it. I can look down and see, hey, I got a hole over here. I can see the ditch running along the side of the vehicle, but you're not gonna be able to detect with it. I just navigate with it. So once I start getting into an area that I feel like it's piggy, I will pop them up. I will pull the oasis out and I'll start scanning. All right, we got 8 to 10 pigs over here, about 200-300 yards. I will go ahead and mount this on my rifle. I will pop my night vision down and I'll start stalking. Now, I know you guys want to see how I mount this on the rifle. I'll show you real quick. So the night vision part is really sweet because once I detect the pigs, I would just use it to stalk them and I'll get as close as I can. And once I'm in position, it just takes a little push of a button, I flip it up and my thermal's already mounted on my rifle and I start to shoot. I don't like stalking with thermal because there can be a lot of things going on around me that I'm not aware of. You know, one of those pigs can break off of the group and go off to the right, or maybe there is a pig off to the left over here that I don't want to shoot because I want to concentrate on this bigger group, and I can keep an eye on him with the night vision and watch his body language and see if he's getting spooked or not. It's so much nicer to run with night vision and thermal at the same time. Not everybody has that luxury, but I'm just trying to explain to you guys how I use it. So this thermal can be used as a weapon mounted sight. It can be used as a scanner, and I can use it as a clip-on as well in front of my day optic. This rifle is clear, okay? And I absolutely love using this thing as a clip-on because there's zero parallax issues with this thermal. What does that mean? You don't have to worry about your point of impact, okay? There's a lot of other thermals out there in the industry that you can use in front of your day optic, but your point of impact shifts. That can be a problem because you sub MOA all day long during the day, but at nighttime, now you couldn't even hit a softball at 100 yards. I mean, that turns into a problem when you're shooting at pigs on a run at distance, you know? So once I find the animals and I detected them and I got them, I picked them up, I will go ahead and using this Wilcox mount, it just slips right on in there. It's locked in and ain't coming out. And so I'll have that on. Right now I'm running the Vortex Gen 2 PST 1 to 6. I don't ever crank this thing up. It's usually at 1.5 power, and that's it. I won't go any higher than that because the field of view that I have at 1 and 1.5, it's extremely wide. And when you have this thermal mounted in front, basically what you see during the daytime at 1 power is exactly what you're looking at through this thermal. It's not pixelated, it's extremely clear, and again, your point of impact doesn't shift at all. So I know the rifle's ready to go. Every once in a while, I'll go ahead and calibrate the thermal. I got the pigs over here. I have my night vision. I'll start stalking. Once I get in position, I will flip the night vision up, pull the thermal up, boom, boom, pigs are dead. Another reason why I like to run these clip-ons, safety. Man, I hate when I'm out hunting with people and they got weapon-mounted thermals and they're scanning, and guess what? The barrel's pointed right at me. Oh man, I didn't know you were standing there. Or, you know, it's all good, it's safe. I don't care if it's safe, and I don't care if it was an accident. I don't like that muzzle being pointed at me. I just pop this off. I'm scanning for some stragglers. All right, we got some wounded ones over here. I got 2 or 3 dead ones over here. You know, put the thermal back on. Boom, boom, finish them off. We're good to go. That's the main reason why I like to run clip-ons, and it's very, very useful to be able to just pop them off and scan. So you can't drive around. Let's just say you're running thermal only. You know, you driving around. I mean, it's hard to just be able to scan with a weapon-mounted thermal. But I understand. I mean, this stuff isn't cheap. But I'm just showing you guys how I use it. You know, there's other options out there, and there's other ways of navigating. But again, I'm strictly just showing you guys the equipment that I use and how I use it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm gonna try to get some video up and going. I'm talking with Ultimate Night Vision now with a cell phone monocular setup. That way you guys can see what I'm doing at nighttime through night vision, and I can record it. I think that's just the best way to do it. I'm real big on thermal footage, and everybody and their mothers out there doing thermal videos, but it's really hard to kind of get a full depth view of exactly what I'm doing with thermal. With night vision, you can see it, you know, so hopefully we get some footage up here pretty soon, and I'll be able to share it with you guys. So keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully I can get that going. And again, if you have anything that you want to see, feel free to ask, and subscribe, man. Let's try to get this YouTube channel going, and I will try to get some more footage going here as well. You guys take it easy.